Hello, David Zritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. I have a very special guest star today. It is my niece, Marissa Zritsky. Hello.
Hello there. Hi there. I am happy to see you today.
I am so happy to see you. We're actually going to be doing a surprise party for your grandmother.
Yes.
My
80th.
mother.
80th birthday.
Yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. But you agreed to do something that I hope you don't regret.
I hope so too.
But let's set the table a little bit because we're going to be talking about No Time to Die.
Yes.
You've seen it once, twice, how many
Twice
times?
now.
Twice, okay. I've seen it too many times, it seems like.
Cheers.
And I think we might have differing views, but
We do.
just let's set it up for a second. First of all, what do you do for a living?
I am a speech pathologist. I work with folks anywhere from 5 to 99 years old and teach them how to talk. It's pretty fun.
It is. It's very cool. It's very inspirational too. I mean, what I love about that. But the reason I wanted to do that is this is a professional individual. All right, she's not living in a refrigerator box, so she comes with intelligent opinions. But also, and excuse me for asking, I know it's not polite, but what is your age?
I'm 27 years old.
So 27 and 54, obviously female,
Yes,
male. So we've got a couple differences right off the bat.
absolutely.
All right. So paint the story for me. You see No Time to Die. What were your immediate reactions?
I loved it. I thought it was incredible. I think it comes with the context that I am 27 years old. I have been living in the Craig era for the most part.
That's true. By the way, what does that mean to you when you say Craig era? What does Daniel Craig bring to the table?
Daniel Craig to me and I'm going to be referencing a lot of other people
Please.
who I talk to, love movies just as much as I do, and Bond has been a part of their life pretty much since the inception of Craig. Casino Royale changed everything.
Yes.
So I was in middle school, early middle school, when Casino Royale came out. Wow. And so that was really, it showed, okay, this is a very different Bond.
Yeah.
This is not Pierce. This is not GoldenEye.
Right.
And it's not the over-topness.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more serious, more Byronic hero, if you have ever heard that term.
You say moronic?
Byronic.
Byronic.
Byronic hero. So the Byronic hero is basically your typical moody, passionate, deep,
Okay. Angsty.
hero. Yes.
Yes.
So Batman,
Yes.
more or less.
And that is the Daniel Craig Bond because there's a joke out there that if you watch the Roger Moore Bonds, he's smiling,
Yes.
he's happy. Sean Connery's drinking and betting women, he's smiling.
Yes.
Daniel Craig could be drinking, betting a woman, or driving a car, and he looks like he's like hating it.
Yes, he kind of hates himself a little bit too.
Yeah.
And that, for people of my generation, I believe, is just a better taste. It's similar to Batman. So Casino Royale came out in 2006, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then shortly after, The Dark Knight came out.
Right.
Both of which were huge movies for our generation.
Huge, yeah.
So we basically grew up during the Craig era. So that last movie, No Time to Die, is a very important movie for us. It ends a chapter of us coming of age.
Okay, so this is pretty big because what I'm hearing, you tell me if I'm wrong, that your particular generation or age group,
Yeah.
is it the angstiness feels more relatable?
Sure. This is a real person we're talking about. So whether or not it's Christian Bale's Batman or it's Daniel Craig, this person has good things and bad things. They're not perfect. They might not get up from every punch.
Right.
That's a good thing. We don't want a Superman.
Right. You don't want perfection.
No.
You want fallible, anti-heroes, things like that.
Yes, exactly. And that's just what we were given in
Yeah.
regards to our media, and so that's kind of what we liked as well.
Okay.
So
I'll play your reindeer games for a second because one of the things I agree with you is I love the Daniel Craig films. And
Sure.
in fact, I like ones that a lot of people don't even like Quantum of Solace. Like a lot of people don't like that one because of the way it's edited. I like the real life, more what I call terrestrial, grounded James Bond,
Perfect,
as
yeah.
opposed to the other ones that can burst through a wall with no cuts. But No Time to Die. Let's go back to that movie because
Yes.
as much as I think in a similar vein what you like, you raved about No Time to Die to the point. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that your favorite Daniel Craig Bond?
So let's get back to that. Yes. I don't think it's my favorite Bond movie. I think for me, it's still probably Skyfall. I can't.
Oh, nice.
I can't miss the mastery of it. Like it's top to bottom, editing,
Yeah.
directing. It just looks so beautiful.
Great bad guy.
Great bad guy.
Yeah.
Feels like if someone, which happens with some regularity, says, "Hey, Marissa, if I'm gonna watch Annie Daniel Craig Bond movie, what should it be?
Right.
Skyfall. It's always gonna be Skyfall for me, even though it's not the first." Just because it looks so
Yeah,
good.
and it's
it looks great.
it's a complete movie.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
if you never watched a Bond film from beginning to end, you understand this is a secret agent assassin who goes through an arc. There's a beginning, there's a middle, and end. There's resolution. But with No Time to Die, it just deviates so much. But you applauded that.
Yes, I did.
So why?
Because I have less of a background in Bond than you do. I mean, I love Sean Connery and I love Roger Moore, but for me, there was still a blank slateness to it, where I think you have a lot of baggage.
I do have a lot of baggage.
You have a lot of baggage.
You have no idea.
So when it comes to ending an era,
Yeah.
I think... Are we going full spoilers here? We're going full spoilers. It's been months.
If they haven't seen No Time to Die and they're watching my
If you
channel, there's
have
something
not
wrong.
seen No Time to Die and you're listening to
Yeah. He dies. He dies. He dies. He dies.
He dies at the end
He
of the
dies.
movie. For me, I was like, absolutely. You found something worth dying for. That's incredible. Like, I love that. I mean,
Right.
Madeline has been a part of his story for a while now.
Yeah.
He has a family.
For like 2 days in the movie. Yeah.
Well, okay, well, cheers.
No.
I mean, but even with Skyfall, it fits into Skyfall a little bit. The family is there even from the third movie.
Yeah.
And so it...
And you could say M is his mother. M is like
Exactly.
a representation of his mother.
The family element is there. It's not massive set pieces. It's these tiny nuggets. But for me, it was enough. And I really liked the boldness of it. Beyond the other features, that I liked how it looked. I liked the directing. I thought the fighting was great. I thought Craig brought it.
Yeah.
This was not an easy movie for him at all.
No.
Like, emotionally tough. And so, despite its long run time, albeit, I'll give you that, I thought the ending was pretty masterful.
I had no problem with the runtime. By the way, let's get out of the way. Let's smooth the table a little bit, because I thought it was a beautifully shot film, beautifully directed, amazingly directed. I think he acted the crap out of it.
He did great. Yes.
More acting than ever before. Better. Just amazing. Here's where it falls down for me.
Sure.
Yes, I think the ending for me was a punch in the gut. And maybe they were doing this because Bond, and I have a ton of baggage, so do you, is somebody that lives on to be celebrated. It should be, when you walk out of a Bond film, you're walking with more of a swagger. Your shoulders are a little bit straighter. You could take on the world. That is the feeling of a Bond film.
You got 24 other movies where you can find that.
So what? But why go into this? Why go dark into this one? Because it was time.
I mean, that's how it kind of felt like that was... He died for something that he cared about. That's something worth celebrating, even if it's not him, doing the...
That's a good
with
point.
an explosion in the background. Oh no, he's in the explosion. That's distressful.
He's not walking in front of it with explosion
he's
away.
actively inside it while
He's in
his
it.
child's playing with a doll, like
Yeah,
2 miles away. Doo-doo.
Yeah.
Doo-doo. Shout out to Doo-doo.
So, all right. I mean, I love how you're gravitating to that, because here's a little secret you don't know. I am highly jealous of people like you. I hear it all the time. People say, him dying was masterful. It closed the arc. They love it. One of my best friends loved it, and he has a lot of baggage.
Okay, that's great.
You love it. I'm jealous of you because it just, for me, I can't get around it. But then,
that's totally
let's say
fair.
I could. Let's say I could get past the ending. No problem. The bad guy seems very weak.
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that. On the second run, I was like, he's faced worse. He has faced worse.
What is that? Oh, he's faced worse.
Yeah, worse.
Yes.
Worse.
And this is the guy
better
that
acting.
kills him.
Yes, exactly. You, not for nothing, but you'll never get past Javier Bardem.
No.
Ever.
He, to me, is like Goldfinger. He's like a modern classic Bond villain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I love Matt Nicholson in, what's it called?
Oh my gosh.
He's incredible.
The Chief.
Yeah, exactly. But you'll never get past Javier Bardem doing the rats scene. It's one of the best things I've seen in a movie.
A part of me thinks I don't even need to have him better. I need him to be well written with motivation.
You're not wrong. Yes.
Bond bad guy should have a clear single motivation.
Sure.
Should be almost like the antithesis of Bond. Go head to head. I don't know what the heck was going on.
I will give you that 100%. I'm not going to push back on that because I think Rami Malek is an incredibly good actor, and that script was weak in that point. And I think they had the time to make that better.
Yeah.
I don't really see any excuses for it, really.
Did you find any unevenness of the film? And what I mean by that is you had scenes like the Cuba scene, which was a lot of fun with Ana de Armas.
Oh my god. Could she have been in the movie more? Yes, please.
Okay.
Can we have a whole movie of just her, please?
So here's something that's universal. No matter if you love the ending or you hated the ending, everybody loves the Cuba scenes, the Jamaica scenes. Like those scenes are wonderful. Matera. Italy was amazing. But it feels to me, as a Bond fan, a little uneven. You have these wonderfully fun Bond tropey scenes.
Sure.
If you hear a cat, the cat wants to get in. Just saying. Yeah, not going to get in. But then you have kind of the last third of the film, which takes place on the island and the base, that just, I don't know, it seems like it's not sure what it wants to be.
I can agree with you on that. If his fight and then sort of brutal understanding of his own fate wasn't so enrapturing to me.
Is that what it was? So
yes.
It just took you out?
Yes, and also his fight scene, up the stairway.
Oh, well, that was amazing.
It was amazing. That was really good, and that's
Yes.
I would characterize that as the last third of the movie. But it depends. If you're someone who just hates tragedy, especially at the end of the movie, this is not your ball. Like, you're just not gonna have a good time with it. But for me, to see someone who's fought battles on battles, had a lifetime of just getting through it, just scratching by.
Yeah.
Being like, oh boy, I'm not getting out of this one. I don't know.
You found it like a certain gravitas to it. Just
of course, dramatically, it was fascinating.
It's a movie. So upset because I adore you that you think this way. No, because you've approached this. No, because here's the difference.
Okay.
Neanderthal, highly sophisticated individual, in the sense that I'm sitting here like, not one Bond to die.
No,
one Bond on mission. And you're like, so, you got to think about the peptostreptococcus of it all. And I'm like, but that's how you should take this away.
I mean, but I understand why you don't. This is something, if I was as deeply in the sauce as you were, I probably would too. Bond is someone where he is infallible. He's an epic hero to you.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't die because he's an idea almost. But that to me is also why, even though the Daniel Craig died, there's gonna be another Bond movie.
Yeah, absolutely there is.
And I don't know how you feel about this. This is something that's been like.
But they can't kill him again.
No, they're not gonna kill him again.
Right.
It's okay. They're not.
No.
Kill him again.
I'm not saying that like a plea to the movie makers. Please don't kill him again.
I know they're not gonna do, unless they do something similar. I have an opinion, and I don't know what you think about this. I don't know what you guys think about this.
Let's hear it. You'll see in the comments.
I wonder if you guys think they are going to reference the Daniel Craig 007 in the next couple of movies.
I hope they
do.
I hope they don't, and I'll tell you why.
All right.
It's not to wipe the slate clean, but I feel like, let's say they had a reference where Q was Ben Whishaw again, or Moneypenny was, Naomi Harris. Like, some of the similar characters come back, but then they have Henry Cavill as James Bond. Let's say. I think, to me, it's a little bit confusing. And I think because he did die, they literally need to say, this was Daniel Craig as an actor's arc. We're going to put that away and have an entirely new time continuum, if you will.
You want a Casino Royale, then?
I don't want a reboot. I want Bond to have been 00 for 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
Almost like the Nomi character.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Which I really liked her character.
Yeah, absolutely. She was great.
The Nomi character, I think, would be perfect in the sense that that's Bond. He's had 3 years under his belt. Okay. He's very accomplished. That's how I want it.
So you don't want a fresh Bond?
No, I don't want a fresh Bond. We did that with Casino Royale. We rebooted it. It was perfect.
No, I don't disagree. Casino Royale is fantastic. I was just curious. I think there is a way that they could do it that could be very interesting script-wise.
How would you do it?
I don't know how I would do it, but I'm saying showing the danger. Showing, this is danger. People have died in the line of duty, and you know them. You loved them. You saw them for 5 movies, and they died. Like, to add a little bit of an emotional, this is dangerous punch. That being said, would they have to bring Rami Malek back? Maybe try again? Maybe have a better time?
He's dead.
Well, I don't know. Maybe have someone from his organization. You're right. He's
James
dead.
Bond,
You're
the
right.
zombie movie?
You're right. You're right. But I'm saying, like, have something of a similar ilk, showing the danger of the situation.
Okay, all right.
These are thoughts.
All right,
These are feelings.
I do have a question, though, because I've been dying to ask about this. So we're about to have, this is her house, by the way. This is their soundstage. We're about to have a house full of family.
Yes.
What did you think of the family aspect? The little girl, the whole, carving, making pancakes in the morning and Dad Bond and.
I thought it was cute. Daniel Craig has daughters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you shouldn't have to know that about him to enjoy the movie. But for me, I thought it was sweet. And it was certainly something I had never seen. I didn't see that in Dr. No. I don't know if you missed that part of Dr. No where he was definitely with a family and it was really sweet. Like, I thought it was nice. Change it up. I don't know. Like, I thought it was good.
Well, I think I'm so fixated on badass Bond. Bond.
You are very fixated.
And here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. No kidding. So, but to me, I don't want something I'm seeing on the video screen. I don't want them to be me. Believe it or not, even though I'm dressing like him, I don't want him to be a father. I don't want him to be kind of the same emotions that I have because I'm living vicariously through his world.
I see. Okay, so this is wish fulfillment in a way. He's doing the things that I cannot do, and therefore I find it like fascinating and satisfying through that.
Correct.
Okay, great.
And a little badass. Like,
That's lovely.
I don't have the most. When someone counters me in real life, I don't have the perfect quips. I can't get away from an explosion or grenades go off or, I'm not that person. And so I'm living in that fantasy moment. It's the same reason I love Star Wars. Star Wars is as far from reality as possible. And so when I want to escape for 2 hours, unless I'm watching like a documentary or something, I honestly want to escape. I don't want to see a mirror and stare at myself for 2 hours and think about my kids.
That's totally fair. I mean, it really just comes down to a matter of taste. Like, whether...
That I have no taste.
Well, no, you have taste, but it's just your generation wants something like that, where they can go and escape it for 2 hours.
Right. Or 3.
Or almost 3 hours. and be completely taken away.
Yeah.
I am not going to make a claim that is not something that exists in my generation. It does.
Oh, yeah, I know younger people
Cough,
that...
cough,
Yeah.
Marvel. Like...
Cough, cough. Do you like the Marvel films?
Yeah, I like... there's not really any kind of movie I don't like.
That's
I
true.
like Michael Bay. I like Marvel. I like more Oscar stuff. Like, I like it all. Regardless, I think it just comes down to a matter of taste. You see that you want to see someone who is flawless, more or less.
Not flawless.
Okay.
I want flawed. I want heroic.
Heroic. Okay.
Yes.
But heroic means not dying.
I want fun. I want heroic. Heroic does mean not dying.
Okay.
I have major issues with him dying in this film.
So the tragic hero doesn't exist.
And I also...
For you.
Well, he can. Like Logan. I loved Logan. He died well. Okay? You saw the movie Logan?
He died for his family too.
He died for his family, but it was a little bit more acceptable there.
Why?
Because James Bond is about duty and country. He's not about family.
He is now.
Well, yes, he is. But I think I'm in the 4 steps of denial. I am in total denial. I'm drinking an IPA, a local one, tastes like grapefruit, called Power Tools. This can't end well. But I guess, all right. And by the way, happily, there's no winner here. We all have our own opinions and everything.
Of course. Oh, no.
But let's turn it just a little bit.
Sure.
Based on the fact that you really like No Time to Die, which is great. And again, jealous. By the way, I like it. I just don't love it.
I understand.
This is terrible to say in front of my niece, but I called it Bond porn in the sense that there are certain scenes I'll just go to and watch. But as a whole, I can't just sit down and watch it.
I think that's more than acceptable. Rewatchability is something that I always gravitate towards when I'm watching a new movie.
Yeah.
And this has so many rewatchable scenes. You could just watch Cuba, call it a day.
Oh my gosh, I could do it as a mini movie.
I mean, how many minutes is Cuba? Is it about 25 minutes?
I don't even think it's that long.
20 minutes.
Honestly, it's like maybe like 15, 20 minutes long tops.
That's why I think this movie does have something for somebody. I understand you might want to sit down and
That's
have
true.
a feature length. This movie's pretty darn long.
Yeah.
And I think
There's something for everybody.
there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone, you could show that Anna de Armas scene to someone in 1965 and they'd be like,
Yeah.
that's pretty good, I like that.
By the way, have you seen every Bond film?
No, I have not. So I haven't seen any of the Timothy Daltons, sorry. I haven't.
They're actually really good.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Really good. You, I think, would love Timothy Dalton films. In fact, I'll tell you what, if you want, we can actually do a watch along together and record
Yes! Oh, that would be so much fun. I've
Yeah.
always wanted to see License to Kill. Is that Timothy Dalton?
it. It is.
Yes.
And so Living Daylights is his first one,
Yes.
then License to Kill. Love Living Daylights. I like License to Kill, but if you like the hard edge Bond,
Yes.
it's almost like, so License to Kill is the Scarface of James Bond's.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like, woof.
That's okay. I'm down for that. I've also really want to see On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I know there's a lot of people who like favorite Bond movie of all
Marissa.
time. I have a friend who's like
You will
obsessed.
love that film.
Do
It's
a
just
watch
really
along.
well made. No, we can.
I heard it also ends tragically. I don't know what happens.
It does end tragically, but guess what? Bond does survive that one. All right, so I do have a question to kind of wrap this whole thing together.
Sure.
So, Eon, the people that make the movie,
Sure.
see this lovely video that we're making, and they get in touch with you and they say, Marissa, we love the cut of your jib. So we want you to be a part of a focus group, and we want you to help shape the next Bond movie, the plot. What do you want to see in Bond 26?
I want to see him kicking ass.
See, that we're not different.
No, we're not different. No, we're millimeters apart. It's just that we come from slightly different
Chronological worlds.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying at the meat of it,
Yeah.
people just want to see
Bond on a mission.
Bond on a mission, Bond kicking ass, beautiful women. Like this is not rocket science. And that is why the Anna de Armas scene was popular for you, for me, for everyone, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I think that would be fine. I don't think you got to change the formula that much. Also, Henry Cavill would be a great Bond.
Who would?
Henry Cavill.
He will be a great Bond.
He will?
He will be a great Bond.
Is this manifestation?
He will be a great Bond. If I say it enough.
Also very popular with our generation as well.
Yes, and I think they will go a little bit more commercial as opposed to kind of independent film actor like Daniel Craig was. You
Yes.
know, not a lot of people knew him, but I think they are, especially with the Amazon tie, I think they're going to go a little bit more commercial like Henry Cavill.
He is a franchise hero.
He is. He's good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Marissa, thank you so much for doing
Thank you
this.
very much.
All right, we're going to do watch-alongs now.
Yes.
She committed on film, so she has to do that.
I'm very excited. Very, very.
Well, this has been Marissa Zaritsky and David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience, and we'll see you all real soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.